changing circumstances that you don't like. And always think about how I can create, how I can contribute, how I can become the ultimate version of yourself and live and create your own legacy and leave the world a better place you made the world. So we're going to start a new training for us today as an entrepreneur. And I believe that with the writing materials, and you don't have the writing materials, it's not an issue. If today is your first time, just make sure you pay attention, get the writing part. I'm going to be that I'm going to show you one of the biggest and the highest source of money you're looking for. And it's the human mind is a source of your wealth and prosperity. And why God won't give you cash, why God would rather give you thoughts, why God would rather give you ideas, as you can use those ideas to create items. Why God will give you thoughts so you can use the thought to create things. So let's begin to look at the class today. The human mind, okay? Oh, this is not too good. Let me try this. No. Okay? Let's get to do this. Okay? It's a source of wealth. Okay? And prosperity. Okay, so today is part 1, and today is 6, part 1, and today is 6 of 8, 2025. So, okay, we have to see why God won't give you money. So, we are about outlines. The first one is called context for the concept. Number 2, we are going to look at what money is. What is money? And number 3, want more money? If you want more money, okay? The starting point. So you want more money, where do you start from? Number 5, why God won't give you cash? Why God won't give it to you? Number 6, the last one, your bank of belief. Okay, so I will need you to write this down so that we can start today's class. And I'm very sure you will never regret coming here today. I'm very sure that you will leave here empowered, you will leave here inspired, you will leave here better than the way you came, and you will leave here with a better understanding that why things happen to some people, why some people seem to do better than some people, why a lot of people actually will be successful in anything they do. There are because there is no secret to success, there is a system to success, and without structure there is no future. So for you to act in a certain way just because of certain beliefs you have about yourself, that determines your behavior. So, and I'm very sure that you have written this down and you are ready for today's class. Shall I? Okay, let's take the first one, the context for the concept. Write on your note the context for the concept. So I would like us to write this down. There is more money in your mind than in your bank account. There is more money in your mind than in your bank account, your hand or your wallet. There is more money in your mind than your bank account, wallet or in your hand. There is more money in your mind. There is so much you can print from your mind than what you really have in your hand. And that there's a pattern to it, a sequential order of events that will need to happen for that money in your mind to become a physical cash in your hand. So there is more money in your mind than your bank account, your wallet, or in your hand. So you have more money in your mind, but a lot of people don't know how to bring it out to make it a reality. So that's the purpose of the class. There's more money in your mind than in your bank account, than your wallet, or in your hand. Full stop. You have written that one down. Shall I? Please write this down. You're not very, very important. It's time to get money off your mind instead of get. It's time to get money off your mind. It's time to get money off your mind, and instead you get money from your mind. It's time to get money off your mind. Don't worry, I'm going to explain what I mean by off your mind. It's time to get money off your mind, and instead get money from your mind. So a lot of people say, I'll show you this practical example. It's time to get money off your mind, and instead get money from your mind. Underline the word from your mind. So there's how to get money from your mind. And one of the best to get money from your mind is to bring out those your ideas in your mind, turn them to value in terms of product or service. That's how you get money from your mind. But getting money on your mind, I'm going to explain very soon. So you need to get money off your mind and get money from your mind. So if you don't understand this definition, life will be cheating on you. The life game will be playing against you. It's time to get money off your mind and instead get money from your mind. So full stop. So, the only way you understand this is I need to explain what I mean by getting money on your mind. Not because I have money on my mind. Those that, if write it down, like this. If money is on your mind, it's because of few things I'm going to mention. If money, let me clean this. I know I'm not going here today. I'm not going here. I'm not going here today. Let me just clean it up so we can do some certain things today. If money is on your mind, underline the word on. Remember, I told you to underline the word from and underline the word off your mind. If money is on your mind, number one is because of lack of money. If money is on your mind, underline the one, it's because of lack of money. Number two, you have financial pressure. There are a lot of financial pressure. So you are busy thinking about money. No, there's something you should be thinking about in your mind, not money. It's about ideas, values, creativity, innovation. It's what you should be thinking about because money is a slave of something. Money is a slave of value. So in terms of product or services. So the problem is that people say money is on my mind. That's the problem. If money is on your mind, you can't get money from your mind. You can say, I want money, I need money, I have problem. That thing you are saying does not bring money. That thing that I say doesn't bring money. So rather, you don't have to get money from your mind. I'm going to show you the strategy. Because I told you that systems and structures, of course, helps you sustain outcomes and results because it's part of the process. So if money is on your mind, it's because lack of money. Number two, financial pressure. Number three, if money is on your mind, it's because you are thinking how to get more money. You are thinking how to get more money. You are thinking how to get more money. That is why. Number four, if money is on your mind, you are thinking, I need more money. I need more money. That's what you are thinking. You are thinking, I need more money. If money is in your mind, that means it seems that you have more months, more days after spending the ones you already have in your bank account. So the problem is that you are bothering about this issue called cash. The problem is never the cash. I'll give you so many reasons. The problem is never the cash. The cash you have been looking for is a reflection of something. And if you know that it's a reflection of something, why worry about what cash is? Worry about what is reading the cash. So you have to get money from your mind. I have to get money. Get the money from your mind, not on your mind. So I want to challenge you today to get money off your mind and get money from your mind. If I write it down on your notes, you write it the way I want you to write it so that when you go, you can ponder about it. Say, write it the way I wrote on my notes. I want to challenge everyone to get money off your mind and get money from your mind. Underline the word off and from. I challenge you today to get money off your mind and get money from your mind. What should be on your mind is not money. So I challenge you to get money off your mind and get money from your mind. What should be on your mind should be value, ideas, innovation, creativity, how you can create, how you can contribute, how you can make impact. That should be what should be in your mind, not money. So it's time to get money off your mind and get money from your mind. So why you should do that is because there's more money in your mind than in your hand. So if that says so, then we should go and discuss what is money. That's what we should be discussing today. What is money? Let's go and discuss what is money. So, and I will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things what I think money is. What Why I say what I think money is, I want you to also think. Because if me and you can think and have as them, of course, come at a certain place, that means we can start discussing. Because a lot of people don't have enough money to meet up their needs, solve problems for them. So actually use it to buy more investments, more, of course, more assets, because they are thinking of money in their mind. That think money on their mind. I need more money. That doesn't bring more money. What brings more money is the value you create in the marketplace, Mr. Victor. Mr. George, please don't listen for me. Thank you. So, if you're ready for outline number 2, shall I? Okay, let me see. We might even get to outline number 3. But let's just do this one first. I will need to clean this up so that we can do some writing today, right? Okay, so let's begin to do this. Write it on your note like this. Money is a reflection in the mirror. Money is a reflection in the mirror. So that means if I put something in front of a mirror, mirror will simply reflect that thing. So you cannot go to the mirror and start changing the object. What you need to do is to change the object in front of the mirror. Agree with me now? Yes or yes? Yes. So definitely money. Number 1, money is a metric used to measure the value of goods or services. Money is a metric. Money is a metric used to measure the value of goods and services. Money is a metric used to measure the value of goods and services. So, what is a measurement instrument and a tool? So, money is a metric used to measure the value of goods and services. Please underline the word measure. Money is a metric. Money is a metric used to measure the value of goods and services. Money is a metric. Full stop. The first thing you need to know about money is that money is a measurement instrument. Write it down. Money is a measurement instrument. Money is a measurement instrument and a tool. Money is a measurement instrument and a tool. So what money is, the thing you call cash, is a measure. It simply measure the value of goods and services. A measurement instrument is a tool. You can measure how we buy clothes, buy shoes. It's simply what we used to measure as exchange. I'm going to give you so many of them, right? So if that's why you should not look for money. You should look for something that money is using to measure. That what money is measuring. That's what you should be looking for. So money is a measurement instrument. So first you know my money. So that when you sit down to pray, you don't pray at means. You don't pray for money. You pray for what that thing is used to measure. Everybody can say, God, I need money. I need help. That thing doesn't come. I don't know. It doesn't work that way. So first thing, money is a metric used to measure the value of goods and services. Full stop. Is a measurement instrument and a tool. That is number 1. Number 2, write it down. As such, it reflects the measure. It reflects and measure the actual worth of things bought and sold. As such, if I say it's a measurement instrument, as such, of course, it reflects. It reflects, okay, and measure the actual, okay, worth of things. The actual worth of things bought or sold. And sold, bought and sold. So when you go and buy car, buy land, buy shoe, buy dress, you use a measurement instrument to measure the value of the shoe. So it's simply not the value. It simply is a measurement. So that's why you don't look for money. You look for the value. Because I keep telling you, value is anything that is useful to someone else other than you. So if what you know is not valuable, it's not useful to someone else, that means what you know is useless. So you're supposed to know, you're supposed to have something of value. Money does not go to people that need money. Money goes to those that have value. Money's energy is attracted to value. You don't pursue money, you don't chase money. You attract value you attract money based on the value you have. That's why you don't look for money, look for value and become valuable. Money will look for you. That if you like be anywhere you are, money goes to value. So money is a measurement instrument and it measures the actual value worth of things bought or sold. Number 3, money is based on social contracts. So it's based on social contract. We can start to negotiate. Money is based on social contracts. Money is based on social contracts. comma, in which we agree to exchange value through the medium of money. Money is a social contract. Money is a social contract, comma, in which we agree to exchange value through the medium of money. So we can choose not to use money to do the value. It happens in my village a lot. I have one land here, I have one, you have one land there. I need your own because I want to build a shop there, a store. So I say, please, my own is inside the bush, it's good for farming. Can you exchange my own? Let me use your own. It's goods for goods, of course, goods for services, service for goods, trade by barter. I have yam, I have goat. So you can use another measurement instrument. So it's not that matrix, it's not that number. It just simply means that we have agreed on a social contract. That's why you don't look for money. It's the lowest thing you look for. There are five forms of money. I already mentioned that in the other class. Maybe I can repeat again at the course of the class. There's a money, the cash you are looking for is the lowest form of money. The people that look for cash, they don't always have it. There are other forms of money, and it's more important you understand these forms of money. Because if you don't understand it, how do you seek it? Remember, I told you, you can never seek or desire what you don't understand. Yeah, it's called awareness. So number 3, I said, money is a social contract. If you've written that one down, shall I? In which we agree to exchange value through the medium of money. In which we agree to exchange value through the medium of money. In which we agreed to exchange value through the medium of money. So, in which we agree. The guy you drive at the filling station and say, okay, I have fuel. So, how do you measure the what of fuel I'm giving you? You bring a means of exchange. So we agreed. Okay, 1 liter of fuel is 900 naira per liter, 1,000 naira per liter, as the case may be. We agreed. So that is why you have to understand what money is. So when you don't understand, you begin to think your problem is money. Your problem never is money. Your problem is never money. Nobody's problem is money. You don't have money problem. You have the problem of getting money from your mind. That's the thing. Because you don't know, because nobody has taught you. You are not aware. No, there's no understanding. So you are looking for what you don't know. It's like fighting shadow. You are beating the darkness. It doesn't work. You can beat from now to tomorrow. I will know one thing for sure. You'll be tired. You'll be weary. You will look powerless. You look helpless. You look like nobody's helping you. The world is against you. It's because of ignorance. And ignorance is not a demon. We cannot cast it out. The only solution to ignorance is knowledge. Tell knowledge. That's why God introduced knowledge, light into anything you want to do. Even told you that my people perish for lack of knowledge. Not because you want to struggle. You are just because you don't want to know. And why don't you want to sit down and learn? Your body is always moving around. Sit down, learn these things. And if you learn them, you begin to take back power to your hand. And the most important thing is to fulfill God's dominion mandate for your life on earth. You are divinely, deliberately sent to this world as a solution. Everything God created is a solution. Say solution. Everything created is a solution. Everything created, the best of the air, everything, banana is a solution to something. So how come you don't want to create that? You don't want that value that people are looking for? Tell your neighbor, I am a solution to the world. Tell your neighbor, I'm a solution to my community. No, you're not talking confidently. Touch your neighbor. Tell your neighbor, I'm a success. You can do better than that. Touch yourself and say, I'm a millionaire. Number what now? Number 4. Number 3, I told you is a social contract. It's simply a means of exchange of value through the medium of money. It's simply an exchange of value. Number 4, money. How do I put it? If it's what is measured. Okay, don't worry, let's write the on my note. Don't worry, just write it this way. Number 4, if it's what is measured in terms of money. If it's what is measured. If what is measured through the medium of money. If what is measured is in terms of money, then it can be bought or sold through the agreed medium. If what is measured in terms of money, that means if what you're buying is what in terms of money, then it can be bought and sold through the agreed medium. If what is bought, if what is measured in terms of money, if what is measured in terms of money, it can be bought and sold through the agreed medium. If what you're buying can be measured in money, it can only be bought and sold or through the agreed medium of cash. So if what is measured in terms of money, then it can be bought and sold through the agreed medium of cash. So it's not really the cash, it's the worth of that thing. If that thing can be measured in terms of cash, then it can be bought and sold through that medium. And number 5, which is the last one here, before I give some other notes, is that, when we started this issue of money, we didn't do it like cash. It was a medium of trade by barter. Let's put it like this on my notes. In the beginning and in the end, we will only ever exchange value for value. In the beginning of transaction and in the end of it, we will only exchange value for value. In the beginning and the end of every transaction, we only ever exchange value for value. So how does it work? In the beginning and the end of every transaction is always value for value. How? Example, either goods for goods, or goods for services, or services for goods, or service for service. So now it go be. At the beginning and the end of every transaction is always value for value. Example, either goods for goods, of course, goods for goods, goods for goods, goods for service, service for goods, service for service. At the end, this is always the transaction. At the end, always the transaction. Either you have goods, I have goods, or I have service, you have goods, or goods and service, or service for service. So at the end, and every beginning and every end of every transaction is always value for value. So you must move your value in form of cash. Then I also collect the cash and transfer it to my value. It always works like that. So money is not the thing. The thing is the value. Because money is simply a reflection of value. Once you put value in front of a mirror, it will reflect. So you don't go to mirror and change the object. You change the object in front of the mirror. So the problem is never the object. It's not the money. It's what is the money is reflecting. So you don't have enough money. It simply shows who you are on the inside. If there's no money in your bank account, it simply shows who you are on the inside. If you keep having money and squandering the money, it shows that you are that kind of a person. There's nobody. It's not the money. It's probably that you need to change your attitude, your content, or your character. You know the definition. Purpose of money is never to spend. The purpose of money is to use the money to buy investment, assets. Part of your money is yours to keep. If you make 50 million, you don't keep 1 naira. You're as good as a man who makes 10 naira and doesn't keep 10 naira. The purpose of money is not to spend. A poor man thinks that money was meant to be spent. We don't think like that. We successful, wealthy people, we don't spend our money. That's why we budget our money. I say budgeting is giving money direction before the money enters your hand. Give money address before the money enters your hand. Call your money what it is. Investment, treasury bills, bond, mutual fund, luxury. That's what you do. But poor men don't budget. They don't even think. Because thinking is the hardest habit poor people don't do. That's why they complain. And that's why they always make sure that I don't have money will never be enough because of a law called Pakistan law. That law says that your needs and wants increases as your income increases. So the only way to survive and become super wealthy is to understand the law of delayed gratification. What that is called? Delayed gratification. If you don't know how to do it, because delayed gratification and patience is one of the biggest assets of a wealthy man. Instant gratification, impatient, one of the biggest habits of a poor man. Poor men are not patient people. That's why they're broke. You shouldn't be poor because poverty is bad. Say no, poverty is painful. They're not talking. Say no, poverty is difficult to explain. Say no, money is good. And that's what happens. I want you to have enough money so that not just for yourself, for your generation, even yet unborn. Because a good man leaves inheritance to his children, and a great man leaves a legacy. Eternal legacy. So you are here to create value, eternal value. So you become the more valuable you are in the marketplace, the more money you have. The less value you are in the marketplace, the less value you have. If you don't know how to brand, of course, if you don't know how to put branding on whatever value you are bringing to the marketplace, you'll be sold as a commodity, eternal commodity. Then down select. So if cash, if money is a piece of paper, cash, coin, cards, digits on the screen, that's the ATM card you have, the coin, the digits on the screen, your bank account. Money is a reflection in the mirror. And if you don't like what you see in the mirror, you cannot go to the mirror and try to change it. What you do is to adjust the object that is reflecting the mirror. Agree with me now? Yes or yes? Yes. So what is the mirror? It's not the real thing. If I write it on your note, very important, so that when you go back home today, write it down. Money that reflects in the mirror is not the real thing. Money, cash that reflects in the mirror is not the real thing. That thing you see in the mirror is not the real thing. The real thing is what is in front of the mirror. That is value. Money that reflects in the mirror is not the real thing. So stop looking for that in the mirror. You can't get it enough. That's why the emptiness of money is so much that money does not fulfill what it promises. Money does not fulfill what it promises. So it's too much. Okay? So definitely for sure. Okay? And I'm happy to let you know that you can do better. Tell me I can do better. That's why I'm teaching you, because I know you can do better. And the best way to do better is that you need to expose your mind to the possibility of the abundance in your life. Because until you have actually experienced these possibilities, you can never even think. Remember, whatever your mind can conceive, your hand can have it. Whatever your mind cannot conceive, your hand can never have it. So you don't even believe in your heart, in your mind, they can have abundance. Never forget about it. You can solve for tomorrow. The reason why people are subjecting themselves into slave and subject is because they think that they are slaves and subject. You are not. You are a king. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are supposed to be the boss. You're supposed to be the one to pay people because of the programming that you learn by observation, by experiences, by the things you hear growing up has formed you to think that we need to look at family. We're not always successful in this family. We always look for job, and let us just manage what we have. That's a wrong definition of yourself. Don't define yourself based on circumstances. Don't define yourself based on what your bad things you're experiencing. Define yourself based on your destiny, based on your purpose, based on your identity. Tell your identity. Tell you I am more than enough. So right on your very important. Money is simply a descriptive of what is standing in front of the mirror. Money is simply descriptive of what is standing in front of the mirror. Money is simply descriptive of what is standing in front of the mirror. So money simply describes the object in front of the mirror. So the real object is value, either product or services. So you should bring value. That's why the universe we live does not reward you according to effort. The universe we live before rewards you according to definition, behind the effort, according to thought behind the effort, according to the energy, the definition, the knowledge behind the effort. Life does not reward you according to effort. Life rewards you according to the definition, the knowledge, and of course the energy behind it. If you give wrong definition of things in life, my brother, you can work for 5 years, 20 years, 30, 50 years. If you see a man of 70 years, he's a security man for a boy of 43 years old in a 1,000 because he has a wrong definition of money. He wants to exchange his effort for money. You can't get enough. You can never have enough. But we that are making this money you're looking for, we don't make it from effort. We simply align the definitions. You see, if I take you to a theater to conduct a surgery, without not giving you the definition, the knowledge, of course, the thoughts, the knowledge of anatomy, the thought of the body, I give you a knife to conduct surgery. Will you be able to do that? Why? Because you are not being exposed to the adequate knowledge, sequential arrangement of knowledge, of course, in order to give you outcome. So I just give you information and no knowledge behind it, no strategy, no structure. You can't do it. It's not because you cannot do it, you never learned. You know that you are simply not skillful and competent enough to do that, conduct that surgery. So the thing is this: money is simply a description of what is standing in front of the mirror. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, you cannot reach out to the mirror to change it. It's either you adjust the object in front of the mirror, and to get the description of what you want. So what you do is that you try to make the adjustment of the object that is being described or reflected in the mirror. So write it down your notes. Cash is referred to as legal tender. What that you call cash, money, is referred to as legal tender. So that's why I say you don't look for cash. There are other forms of money. In fact, the first forms of money, I'm not supposed to do that, but let me just do that so that those that join me today will understand that when I mean money here, I mean cash. Because there are 5 forms of money. How many forms of money? 5. That means there are 5 things you can exchange for cash. You can exchange. Number 1 is called character. Tell me character. Is it character first? Integrity. We have leverage, credibility. Okay, we have credibility. No, the competence is second to the last one. Let me refresh my mind. This one is cash. This one is skills and competence. Don't worry, I'm coming first. Skills and competence. I'm coming. Let me just refresh my mind. Number 3 is called leverage, credibility. Character is the first one coming. Leverage, credibility. Of course, credibility. Character is number 1. It's credibility. No, leverage, credibility. Credibility is number 2. The first one should be character. Tell me character. Yes, character. These are the 4 forms of money. I'm going to explain to you. Don't worry. Just refresh my mind. It's been long. But now, look at this very well. What is the difference between integrity and character? Integrity is when you say things to yourself that you want to do and you do it. That's called integrity. But character is when you say things to someone that what you say you do, you collect. Character it simply means that you collected Maggie from your neighbor Abuki, collect beans and sugar, and say, Madam, when I come back tomorrow, I will pay you. And tomorrow you keep your word to the person, you pay the person. That means anything you say to someone and you do it is called character. Tell me character. Integrity is when you say things to yourself. I will brush my mouth, I will pray, I will do this, I will do that. And you keep it to yourself. You keep into your words to yourself is called integrity. Tell me integrity. Keeping your words to other people is called character. So when you deal with yourself, it's integrity. You deal with other people, it's called character. So when you say something to someone and then you do it, you keep buying, you collect beans and rice from your neighbor, and you come back and you pay. The day you go and to that your neighbor and say, please give me a biro, will the person give it to you? Why? Because you have character. Tell me character. Because you always do what you say. When you do what you say, you have character. That means you keep your words to other people is called character. You keep your word to yourself is called integrity. If you understand the difference, shall I? Now, that means character doesn't need to be documented. Character doesn't have a document. It's simply what you say and do. That's called character. Now, credibility, it simply means that whatever you are saying is documented. It has a document. You know, document. Credibility means that if I tell you I have 1 million naira right now in my account, and truly I have the money, I told it to you, I have character. But if I bring my account statement and show you, that means I have credibility. Yes or yes? For example, right now, most of the banks now, if you want to go and collect facility loan, most of the bank will look for your account statement. What they're looking for is a cash traffic in your account. You have a high traffic account, money comes in, money go out. You have a document to show that you are credit worthy. Maybe at the end of the month, you do a turnover of 20 million naira, and they have seen that consistently for like 6 months. Bank can borrow you 5 million naira because they can borrow you one tenth of your money, maybe 2 million naira, because you have been doing 20 million turnover, cash in, cash out, a traffic account. They call it high traffic account. That means you have credibility. Turn on credibility. Credibility means documentation of your character. Turn on documentation. You have a document to back what you say. That is called credibility. But what you mean by leverage credibility means that you know someone that has credibility that can support you. For example, I normally use the example, if you go to Kocharis Motors and say, if I go there right now, I say I need Rolls Royce of 1.4 billion naira. And they said, who are you? What is your name? Who is your father? Who is your grandfather? Go and bring your, why do you, I say, okay, give me the 1.4 billion naira car. There's Rolls Royce. I will pay by next 2 months. They'll start asking me, how are we sure you will pay? Let's see your documentation. But sitting down in front of Kocharis, I brought my phone and called Alhaji Aliko Dangote. I said, Alhaji, please, I'm here. And I want to collect the 1.4 billion naira Rolls Royce. I will pay by next 2 months. Alhaji now say, I told him, Kocharis, Dr. Cosmos Maruka doesn't want to leave the place because he's not sure of my credibility. Dangote said, no, wahala. He carried phone and called Dr. Cosmos Maruka and said, that boy is my boy. Allow him to drive out that Rolls Royce. He will pay by in the next 2 months. Do you think they will allow me to drive out the Rolls Royce? Yes. Because I'm leveraging on Alhaji Aliko Dangote credibility. Yes or yes? Yes. He has a document of track record that he's a wealthy man. Everybody knows him in the country. And he can, if he calls anybody on my behalf, they can give me that opportunity of no doubt, benefits of doubt. On another example, if Pastor Moino, our President Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, give me a letter to the Permanent Secretary, and I go there, I say, please, I'm here because of Pastor Moino, and I have a contract they discussed yesterday with you at Hilton Villa, and I'm here for the contract. The Permanent Secretary said, well, hold on. Carry phone and call our Executive Governor and say, please, sir, this boy here is a document that we should give me that contract. Yes, sir, that is my boy. Will I get the contract? Yes. That is called leverage credibility. I'm leveraging on somebody that is credible. They're not credible. That's it. So you can have money, you can have every access without not having cash. They're not cash. And the next level of credibility and money, forms of money, is called skills and competence. I'll give you an example. I said that if somebody walked in here and is an electrician, and one of our bulb is bad or our fan is bad, he said, sir, I can fix the car. He came here without money in his pocket, cash. And he's skillful and competent. And he said, I can fix the services. I told him, okay, go ahead. And the man started fixing it. And he said, okay, my money is 10,000, 3,000. And I'll give him the car. That means he didn't have cash, but he knows something. He's so skilled and competent in something. So he can exchange that his skills and collect cash. Agree with me now? Yes or yes? So when you look for money, you should not be looking for cash first and foremost. There are some other things you can exchange for cash. But poor men don't know. They don't know that you can make more cash by being skillful and competent. This tailor that's so close for me, when I go to his shop, maybe he bets in the morning, go to his shop, and he didn't have cash in his phone. Probably trek from his house to the shop or the business premises that he's doing. And I go there with my clothes. I said, please, sir, make these clothes for me. You are so skillful and competent. He said, my money is 5K, 10K, 20K, as the case may be. No, he's skillful and competent. So he can exchange that his skill and collect cash. Agree with me? Yes or yes? Yes. So the last level of money is called cash. They're not cash. So if somebody does not have character, no credible relationship, no skill and competence, and have cash, that person is 419. Tell no 419. That person is Yahoo. Tell no Yahoo. So how did you have the cash? No, you have to know how you get the cash. So don't look for this one. Look for any of these. Any of these ones will make you be wealthy. Imagine there are some people in this country who has contract just by having a leverage credibility. Yes or yes? Yes. They wake up in the morning, no cash in their pocket, But they know one commissioner, they know one minister, they know their uncle, their auntie, somebody they did good to. That is why relationships are very, very important. If you don't value relationships in your life, my brother, there's something called social, how they call it? I forgot the name. That's having a relationship, quality relationship with quality people. You become so wealthy by keeping that quality circle. So when I come to talk about cash, I don't just mean a medium of exchange. That I'm talking to you now, because people think the problem is cash. Your problem is never cash and will never be cash. Your point is that you don't know how to get money from your mind. I'm going to show you that once you get money from your mind, you begin to attract all these qualities to yourself. Because the truth of the matter, people are so busy with their outward experience, external circumstances, and then sit down and dwell on it. That you don't have to define yourself based on your parents' situation. You have to speak the words of your future into your present. Your words are not just sound. Words are mediums of exchange. Your mouth was not just meant to eat food. Your mouth was meant to create the world around you. Even God used words to create the world. He said, let there be light, let there be this word. So words are, God give you the power of creativity. You have to constantly say the things you want about yourself to become. That's why I say, don't say anything negative about yourself you don't want to become true. Don't always tell yourself, I'm broke and poor, things are hard with me. Don't say those things, because you are actually speaking, you are sowing seeds into your future. And the more you predominantly occupy your mind with negative things, you begin to attract it to yourself. So stop doing that as an entrepreneur. So that investors, so many entrepreneurs fail in their journey as an entrepreneur, either in fish farm, poultry farming, sell clothes, whatever you do, because they like to confess negatively. I don't know whether today I will make sales or not. That's the wrong thing to do. Oh, so you don't know, I still bath, dress up and go to that business premises. No, you are wrong. That's why you are doing this training for you, so that you can actually take back all the power that belongs to you to create the future you desire. Tell your neighbor, I'm in charge. I'm in charge. So cash, you see, is a legal tender. Tell a legal tender. It's simply money in itself doesn't have intrinsic value. This thing, when I mean money, I don't know how to say. Let me limit it to cash. Let me how to change all my topic to cash now. So when I'm talking about cash, it will make more sense. Cash in itself doesn't have intrinsic value. Write on your note, cash in itself don't have intrinsic value. It doesn't have it. Intrinsic value, it doesn't have it. So, because it represents goods and services that have intrinsic value. So cash in itself don't have intrinsic value. Don't I will explain to you. Because it represents goods and services. Value. It represents value. Bracket open. Goods and services. Let's put that there. Cash in itself don't have intrinsic value. Because it represents value. Bracket open. Goods or services that has intrinsic value. That's what it is. So you cannot eat cash the way it is. If I bring cash to you now, you actually have some cash here with me. I have some cash. I cannot carry this and eat like this. I cannot eat it. I cannot sew it and wear. So I'm more used to exchange to something I can eat. Agree with me now? Yes or yes? I cannot eat cash. Cash is useless without no means of exchange. This thing is useless. That's why people that look for cash don't know what they're looking for. Because another thing you need to know is that cash simply have value at the point of exchange. Don't exchange. Yesterday I was doing one big transactions and I have two people coming for that particular goods and it's not everywhere. And it was about my knowledge and my intellect. I said, okay, yeah, I'm going to give you my 1 hour. This is how much you're going to pay. That way, one person who will do the other one at the highest bidder. So it wasn't about the cash. It was about the value I'm bringing to the table. Then value. Right. So cash doesn't have interest. That means when I mean interest value, you cannot eat it. You cannot bath it. You cannot cook it. You can only use to exchange to soap. You can bath to things you can use and cook. So don't look for this thing called cash. If you look for this thing, you never have enough. See, money does not promise money does not fulfill what it promises. But write on your note very well. Cash, let me put that. Cash does not fulfill what it promises. Cash does not fulfill what it promises. Cash never fulfills. So a lot of people say, when I have 100,000, I'm not get problem again. 1 million, I'm not get problem again. 10 million. Cash does not fulfill what it promises. Full stop. The emptiness of money the emptiness of cash can never be explained. The emptiness of cash can never be explained. You can never explain it with words. It's so empty that when I see people looking for cash, it marvels me. Why are you looking for cash? You're not looking for a way to contribute, make impact, create value. You are looking for cash. You are looking for the lowest thing in life. Anybody can always have this. Anybody that have any of these four can have this one. Agree with me now? Yes or yes? But you can have cash and nobody wants to associate with you. Because your cash you cannot explain how you got the cash. So no, you don't have credibility, no relationship, you are not skillful, no character. I've seen so many rich people that nobody will talk to them. He said, no, I don't want to go. I don't know how he makes his money. I don't know how he makes his money. I don't know how to make his cash. So I want to make you understand because I would like you to know that what you should be looking for, yes, 3 minutes more. What you should be looking for is not cash. What you should be looking for is value. Tell me value. That means I have to, outline number 3 is how to get more value. You must create more value. To get more money, you must create more value. Outline number 3. Now, let's just write the topic down. Then tomorrow we get the note. To have more money, comma, you must create more value. So tomorrow we'll start from what is value. Okay. I will be doing tomorrow. I have 1, 2, 3 minutes I'm going to give to you. So to have more money, comma, you must create more value. That's what we're going to stop today. So online community, don't get involved in a business. Stand on the shoulder of mentors, we'll see far. And of course, that's the best we can take today. Have a wonderful day. Shalom. And see you at the top. And God bless you. So I didn't even know my time is fast spent. I was busy discussing, but it's fine. At least you must have